KRIK News at 5 with head anchors Star Hope and Destiny Faith, Chief Correspondent Sunshine McKinney, and meteorologist Bubbles Rock, always watching out for you.
Good afternoon, I'm Destiny Faith.
And I'm Star Hope.
You're watching the KRIK 5 o'clock news.
Thank you for joining us.
As our great nation continues to prosper both territorially and economically, we continue to test our power and dominance in Asia. The recently established and controversial open door policy has created many issues across the globe. It declared that all countries must respect the territory and administration of China, but also demanded that Chinese trade be kept open to Americans. This is established through the principle of equal access to commercial rights in China by all nations. Powerful nations in Europe, including Great Britain, Germany, and France, have all established trade with China where America hasn't. Now we want to get our feet wet in the Asian market.
Later on in this program, we will be more heavily discussing this topic and the various viewpoints involved. When we return, controversy over Theodore Roosevelt's time in office, and an adorable dog takes a ride on a skateboard.
Want your dog to be happy, healthy, and friendly? Keep it that way with Chow Chow dog food. Because dog is man's best friend.
Welcome back.
Breaking news. This just in. The Boxers in China have revolted and taken over a portion of Beijing. Here's Bubbles Rock with more.
Rose, I'm here in Beijing in a safe house that Chinese officials have told me would be safe from the rebels. We obtained exclusive footage of the rioting taking place outside. Boxers are a group of traditional young Chinese who hated the Western presence in their nation. The violence taking place is unlike anything I've ever seen. At this point, the estimated death toll is approaching 200 people, mostly foreign missionaries and diplomats. We are not sure yet how the Chinese government will react to these riots, or if the American government will assist because of the promise they've made through the open door policy. It is believed that the Boxers are revolting also against the current Manchu dynasty and the recent actions it has taken. No other updates at this moment.
Thanks, Bubbles. We'll bring you more updates as soon as we can.
Which news team is the most trustworthy and reliable? The one that's also the most friendly and exciting to watch. We thoroughly study every story to make sure that we have our facts straight. KRIK News, always watching out for you.
Welcome back. Bubbles and I will be discussing the Chinese point of view of the open door policy.
And Sunshine and I will be discussing the U.S. view of the open door policy.
So how can you justify Americans demanding free trade with China when Chinese immigrants are banned from entering America?
Well, the United States was looking to expand economically, not imperially. They wanted equal trading rights with China, just like other nations.
Yeah, and Russia, Japan, Britain, France were all allowed trading rights with China, so why shouldn't we?
Because you deliberately excluded the Chinese people from your country through the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882.
The United States excluded many immigrants due to the fact that it was detrimental to our financial stability.
But many of these immigrants were skilled workers, taking jobs that pompous Americans didn't want and ultimately boosted the American economy.
Not only that, but it is clear due to immense discrimination seen in California that Americans banned Chinese immigration because of the racist motives, not financial ones.
We have been a supporter not only through your economy, but we stopped Russia from taking over China. And we are going to stay true to our word and make sure that the Boxer Rebellion is thwarted.
But how can you herald yourself as a protector of other nations when you're solely doing it for your own economic gain? You're exploiting China's perilous situation and weak government so that you may make your own profit off their soil.
You don't actually care about the Chinese people. In addition, the Boxer Rebellion wouldn't have even taken place if you had minded your own business and kept your nose out of other countries' affairs.
Well, this concludes our discussion for today.
Feel free to Twitter your thoughts on #KirkOpenDoorPolicy.
I'll be back in a moment.
I'll lend you some of my sugar.
EC Night Sugar makes everything a little more tasty.
Hi, I'm Sunshine McKinney reporting live from the local bookstore. I'm going to be walking around and asking people about their opinions on the open door policy. If I were to say the open door policy, what comes to mind?
Oh, well, like a door, but not like a closed one, like
An
open.
open one?
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Can we ask you some questions?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know anything about the open door policy?
I know everything about the open door policy.
Can you tell us a little something about it?
Well,
There you go.
China was in political and economic disarray in the end of the 19th century. This large territory was not recognized as a sovereign power by the major powers. Sovereign nation by the major powers. Excuse me. The other powers were elbowing one another for trading privileges and plotted how the country could be partitioned. The imperial nationals sought spheres of influence and claimed extraterritorial rights in China. The United States took Far Eastern matters more seriously after the Spanish-American War, when they came into possession of the Philippines. In 1898, President McKinley expressed his ideas to create an open door, allowing all trading nations to have access to the Chinese market.
I'm wondering if you have any opinions about the open door policy and what you think about it.
I'm not totally conversant with the open door policy, but I do have strong feelings when it comes to the Chinese and trade issues. I think it's sort of interesting how we spend a lot of time focused on the human rights abuses in Syria currently, but yet we neglect the issues that are going on with China. And of course they own a lot of our debt right now, and I think it's an issue that really needs to be addressed, and the politicians like to avoid it because the Chinese pay our bills.
Okay, well thank you very much. Okay, we're going to go up to this guy over here and ask him. Hi, excuse me. Hi,
Oh, hi there.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just wondering if you have any knowledge about the open door policy and what your opinions of it are.
Why, yes, I do.
Oh, what do they contain?
It's, pretty awesome stuff. It's like, don't close the
awesome
door
stuff.
on me, because,
Because we're the U.S., right?
well, I'm not. But, I guess
In general,
a few people might be.
Okay, so forcing trade onto China without letting China come to the U.S., do you think that's fair?
Well, my dad taught me a long time ago that when the shoes when the shoe's on the other boot, you don't want to take it off.
Okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. What do you think the open door policy, what does that mean to you? Like the definition of those words.
It's a very, very good question. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
If the moon was made out of ribs,
Ribs.
would you eat it?
Ribs. I don't think that's possible, but I mean, if they were really spicy ones, then probably not. But if they were good ones, then I
Listen,
guess.
doctor, if the moon was made out of ribs, would you eat it?
Yeah, I guess it would stop world hunger, so I would divide it up.
So, if you think about if the moon, think about the moon,
Yeah.
and if it was made out of ribs, and China, with its doors, was like, hey, come on in, and then it's got a whole bunch of food, then, then we could buy the food from them.
Yeah.
And, that's pretty cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be cool. But what if China didn't want us to buy it to all the other countries?
Well, there's a lot of ribs to go around, so I don't think there'd be a problem with that.
Yeah, but if China was excluding the United States from it, then that would probably cause some tension, right?
Well, we could buy our own ribs.
Very true. Very true. I guess that's your opinion on the open door policy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
This
And
I love you.
all countries must. Okay, wait, I wasn't ready. I tried to go. It declared that all. Okay, wait.
Later on in this program, we will be discussing
Oh, good one.
later various topics, and then later on in this topic, we will be more heavily discussing this topic. Later on in this program. Oh my God. Later on in this program, we will be.
Is this the first thing you're saying? Your first line?
And we're going to say true to our word. Thwarted. Rebellion is thwarted.
Taken place if you hadn't. Crap. If you had.
Feel free to Twitter your thoughts. Sorry, no. Feel free.
Feel free.
Okay. What's your favorite dance move?
Dougie.
You want to do it for us? Would you
Can
like
you
to
do
show
it?
it to us?
You have to teach me how to Dougie. No.
What's your opinion of the open door policy?
Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right.
Welcome back to another episode of
Window policy.
Window Policy.
Okay. I think that the open window policy,
Open door
policy,
Oh, this is nice.